Welcome to Growing Chatham, North Carolina Cooperative Extension Chatham County Center's podcast for April 2023. I'm Tiffany Hancock. To access the links that are mentioned in this month's podcast, just visit go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 423. We have so much to share with you this month, but before we get started, I wanted to share with you that our office will be closed on Good Friday, April 7th, in observance of the Easter holiday. Chatham County residents, your input is needed. Help frame the 2023 Chatham County Farmland Preservation Plan. Are you a Chatham County farmer, agribusiness, or simply interested in the future of Chatham County agriculture? Your help is needed to develop the 2023 Chatham County Farmland Preservation Plan. You can provide invaluable feedback in one of the following ways. With the online surveys, there are 3 surveys to select from. The Chatham County Farmer Producer Survey. If 2023 Chatham County Farmland Preservation Plan strategies are to be meaningful, they need to be shaped by the input of the farm and forest producers. Your responses will help us to understand the needs of agriculture. Please complete the producer survey. The Chatham County Agribusiness Survey. Many of the Chatham County agribusinesses are individual, independent operations with unique interests, needs, and concerns. If the Chatham County Farmland Preservation Plan is to be meaningful, it needs to be shaped by the input of agribusiness owners. If you own or operate an agriculturally related business in Chatham County, please complete the Agribusiness Survey. The next survey that's available is for Chatham County residents that are non-farming. Non-farm resident participation is essential to ensure that views on open space, values placed on farms, forests, and impacts of development are factored into the updated Farmland Preservation Plan. If you are not a farmer or producer, but you would like to provide critical input on the future of Chatham County agriculture, please complete the resident survey. You can find those surveys by accessing the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Hard copy survey instruments are available at the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Chatham County Center's office lobby. They will also be available at all 3 Chatham County Library branches. These completed paper surveys can be returned to the Chatham County Center. If you'd like to mail your survey in, please send them to Attention Ginger Cunningham, North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Center, 1192 U.S. 64 West Business, Suite 400, Pittsburgh, North Carolina, 27312. Did you make it out to Pittsburgh for the Chatham County Spring Ag Fest this year? We hope you did. We had a wonderful time with community members in between the spring showers and beautiful sunshine during the afternoon. The Spring Ag Fest is a celebration of Chatham County's agriculture, forestry, and natural resources. Visitors enjoyed over 75 indoor and outdoor exhibits highlighting local farms, farmers markets, sustainable agriculture, agricultural support and advocacy, agribusiness, beekeeping, livestock, forestry, green industry, wildlife, conservation, and much more. Visitors enjoyed watching several events at the livestock arena, including a parade of breeds for beef and dairy cattle and sheep and goats, a barrel racing demonstration, plus games for kids. This event was made possible by the collaborative efforts of the Chatham County Center of North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Agriculture and Conference Center, Chatham County Farm Bureau, Chatham County Government, Chatham County Soil and Water, Farm Service Agency, and the North Carolina Forest Service. To help us plan for future events, please take a couple of minutes to provide feedback by accessing the survey link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Want to see all the fun that folks had at the Chatham County Spring Ag Fest? Extension agent Debbie Bruce was working very hard, taking pictures of all the fun that folks were having at the Chatham County Spring Ag Fest. You can access these photos in the Growing Chatham newsletter just below the Chatham County Spring Ag Fest survey link. Our Chatham County 4-H team has been working very hard to bring programming to Chatham County youth. So here are some updates, including highlights from our 4-H Achievement Celebration that was held on March 4th, 2023 at the Chatham County Agriculture and Conference Center. This year, we were able to celebrate the accomplishments of 4 of our clubs and teams: Clover Creators, Horseketeers, Leatherworks, and the Youth Livestock Judging Team. Each club leader was honored and recognized for their years of service and dedication with a plaque. Leatherworks leaders Rick Harbour, 1 year, and Robert Bergmuller for 5 years, and Linda Bergmuller for 4 years. The Clover Creator leaders Lindsay Shore Wright, 5 years, and Jasmine Mendoza Sosa for 5 years. And Horseketeer leaders Mary Dickerson has been a volunteer for 16 years. Ruthie Vorder-Brug, 4 years. Scott Dickerson, 16 years. And Lisa Dickerson, 4 years. And Laura Dickerson, 4 years. Award winners and accomplishments for the 2022 4-H year were phenomenal. Monetary awards were presented to youth who participated in the North Central District Activity Day in Wilkes County and the North Carolina State Presentations Competition in Raleigh. For their efforts, and members received monetary awards ranging from $50 to $100. 4-H Points of Success was used again this year for members to be recognized for their 4-H work. Points ranged from 190 to 2,150. Members receive certificates and Clover Bucks ranging from $10 to $30, in which they can redeem for 4-H registrations and activity fees associated with Chatham County 4-H programs, pins, medals, and trophies. Project Record Books and Portfolio County winners received ribbons for their efforts. Their books were sent to the state where they will be judged along with other North Carolina 4-H Project Record Books and Portfolio entries. Also recognized were our 4-H graduating and aged-out members, including the following: Samantha Durham, Kaylee Gant, Santos Vasquez, Quicuvix, Lily Webster, Jaden Clark, and Hannah Williams. We were honored to have North Central District Teen Advisors Meredith Grieger and Sarah Madry, along with Alex Pope, our District Vice President, and Emily Gobble, our District Secretary and Treasurer. In addition, Arleth Chavez Juarez served as translator for the day's festivities. The celebration ended with each member receiving a 4-H Chatham County water bottle as a gift. Chatham County 4-H County Activity Day is coming in May. Chatham County Activity Day is an opportunity for all 4-H youth ages 5 through 18 to share their talents and interests. This is a competition learning experience that starts at the county level and continues up to the state level for ages 8 and up, and to the national level in some categories. Those who want to compete at the district level must participate in our County Activity Day, where they will experience what district competition is like, receive feedback on their presentations, and meet other youth in our county. Youth are encouraged to prepare an oral presentation with a visual aid such as a PowerPoint, trifold, or poster, or a prop, and will need to speak for 5 to 12 minutes in front of a panel of judges. County Activity Day also showcases participants entered in 4-H Entertains. Youth are encouraged to showcase any talent such as performing arts, singing, dancing, or playing an instrument, handmade crafts, clothing and fashion, cooking, pets, and photography. Youth participants will need to review the categories listed on the registration form and sign up for the topic that looks most interesting to them. The deadline to register is May 1st, 2023. You can find the link to register in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Okay, parents, you have been waiting for this. Registration is coming in April for Chatham County 4-H summer camps. Day and residential camp opportunities are coming to Chatham County 4-H once again this summer. We are excited to offer these fun educational learning opportunities from June through August. And thanks to the continued generous support of the United Way of Chatham County, need-based scholarships will be offered to community members on a first-come, first-served basis to assist with registration fees for county and state-level camps. Registration will occur through 4-H online, so if you haven't yet enrolled or re-enrolled in 4-H for the 2023 programming year, please do so now. So check out our 4-H online resource page for more information. The link is available in the Growing Chatham newsletter. North Central District 4-H Rabbit Show is coming up. Registration is due by April the 6th. The 2023 North Central District 4-H Rabbit Show will be held on Saturday, May 6th at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Cattle Barn. Check-in will begin at 10:30 a.m. and the show will begin at the conclusion of the poultry show. Youth must provide their own rabbit and register before April 6th. A $5 registration fee will be due. For more details, just visit the Growing Chatham newsletter to access the link. Spring semester 4-H school enrichment programs are coming soon to classrooms throughout Chatham County. During the month of April, the spring semester 4-H school enrichment program will begin in classrooms all across Chatham County. Stay tuned to see updates from local educators and students participating in the 4-H embryology program and 4-H butterfly project for 2023. 4-H Horseketeers Volunteer Club leader selected for the North Carolina 4-H 2022 Young Alumni Award. Ruthie Vorderbrug was selected as a recipient of the North Carolina 4-H 2022 Young Alumni Award. This award recognizes her outstanding contributions to 4-H, our community, and the next generation of leaders in North Carolina. Ruthie embodies the core spirit of 4-H. As a 4-H'er, she participated in just about every opportunity that 4-H had to offer. She currently acts as the co-leader of the Chatham County 4-H Horseketeers and has dedicated countless hours to the club's programming and the North Carolina 4-H horse program as a whole. She is an amazing teacher, mentor, and role model who inspires kids to get involved in the 4-H horse program educational contest. We are very proud to have her as one of our most dedicated volunteer leaders. The 2023 North Carolina State 4-H Horse Bowl champions crowned. The 2023 North Carolina State 4-H Horse Bowl contest was held on March 11, 2023, in conjunction with the State Hippology Contest. 133 youths competed on a total of 30 teams in the junior, senior, and mixed divisions. In addition, 16 Cleverbud youth ages 5 through 7 completed 4 rounds of play. Sponsors for this year's contest were the North Central and Southeast District 4-H Horse Councils and the Wake County 4-H Horse Program. Senior team honors went to the undefeated team from Chatham County. Team members Kaya Worth, Alston Stinson Miller, Victoria Smith, Kaylee Gant, and Lily Webster combined to score 136 points throughout the day. Chatham County volunteer leader Ruth Vorderbrug coached the team. Kaya Worth repeated as the high-scoring individual in the senior division. Read the full story in the Growing Chatham newsletter by visiting go.ncsu.edu/growingchatham423. North Carolina Cooperative Extension Agent Matt Jones would like to share information about the Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Program. Extension Master Gardener volunteers work with North Carolina State Extension to provide gardeners with unbiased, science-based information on sustainable garden, lawn, and landscape practices. Under the guidance of North Carolina Cooperative Extension agents, volunteers complete an intensive but fun hands-on training program, pass an examination, and complete a 50-hour internship with North Carolina Cooperative Extension in Chatham County. To remain active in the program, volunteers must log a minimum of 30 hours of volunteer service and 10 hours of continuing education each year. To help you decide if you should apply to become an Extension Master Gardener volunteer, consider these questions. Do I want to learn more about growing many types of plants? Am I eager to participate in a practical and intense training program? Do I look forward to sharing my knowledge with people in the community? Do I have enough time to attend training sessions and to serve as a volunteer? No previous training is necessary to become an Extension Master Gardener volunteer. Just a passion for gardening and a desire to volunteer in your community. You can learn more about the Extension Master Gardener Volunteers program by accessing the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Central North Carolina planting calendar for annual vegetables, fruits, and herbs is available. Central North Carolina is a wonderful place to garden. Almost any type of vegetable or fruit can be grown successfully, provided you choose appropriate varieties and plant at the right time. The climate, the season, and potential pest all affect the selection of what and when to plant. You can access Central North Carolina planting calendar for annual vegetables, fruits, and herbs in the Growing Chatham newsletter by clicking on the link. Coming up, it's an Extension Gardener webinar, Warm Season Vegetable Gardening 101. The Warm Season Vegetable Gardening 101 webinar will be held on April the 18th from 6 until 7:30 p.m. The webinar will be recorded if you cannot attend the live event. Vegetable crops are classified as either warm season or cool season according to their optimum planting time. Warm season crops are generally planted after the last frost in the spring and harvested by the first freeze in autumn, but vary in the specific horticultural practices needed for optimum production. Join Matt Jones, Extension Horticulture Agent, for a webinar targeting home and community gardeners on how to grow warm season vegetables. Participants will learn about the basics of vegetable gardening, including site selection, types of beds, and fertility management. We will also cover planting techniques, best varieties, common problems, and harvesting methods for cucumbers, okra, peppers, eggplant, southern peas, and tomatoes. This workshop is part of the Extension Gardener series of workshops that are open to everyone. Earlier, I shared with you about the Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Program. This workshop is part of that program. If you're interested in becoming an Extension Master Gardener Volunteer, you may refer back to the article Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Program in the Growing Chatham newsletter by visiting go.ncsu.edu/growingchatham423. Here's the latest updates from North Carolina Cooperative Extension Agent Debbie Roos. It's the 26th Annual Piedmont Farm Tour coming up April 22nd through the 23rd, 2023. The 26th Annual Piedmont Farm Tour will be Saturday and Sunday, April 22nd through the 23rd, from 2 until 6 p.m. on both days. Once a year, these scenic and sustainable farms in Alamance, Chatham, Durham, Franklin, Johnston, Orange, Person, and Wake counties open to the public to raise awareness of local agriculture and raise funds for Carolina Farm Stewardship Association. The farm tour is a great opportunity for kids, foodies, locavores, gardeners, new or aspiring farmers, locals, and visitors to connect with our farmers and gain a better understanding of what it takes to produce vegetables, fruits, meats, flowers, local foods, and value-added products that we all enjoy purchasing at local farmers markets. This year's farm tour features 31 farms, 8 of which are on the tour for the first time. For complete details and to purchase tickets, you may visit the Growing Small Farms website by clicking on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Here's a workshop for beekeepers. The North Carolina State Beekeepers Association is offering a queen rearing workshop on April 22nd in Greenville, North Carolina. The workshop features an instructional format complemented with demonstration and hands-on practice. Classroom instruction will be held to familiarize the students with the components of process employed for cell building and mating colony management. Live bees and the specialized colonies used to raise queens will be on site for demonstration, inspection, and instruction. The students will be able to examine colonies that are actively producing cells or laying queens. Grafting instruction will include hands-on practice with live honeybee larvae. The Born and Bred team has published a detailed instructional manual that covers every step of the queen rearing process. Complete details about this training are on the North Carolina State Beekeepers Association website. You may access that link by visiting the Growing Chatham newsletter. All about pollinators. The March 16th Forest Tour webinar was all about pollinators. Close to 200 North Carolina landowners attended the live webinar to hear Chatham County Sustainable Agriculture Agent Debbie Roos and naturalist educator Mike Dunn talk about the diversity of pollinators, their role in the ecosystem, spring blooms, and spring chores to help pollinators, and all about the importance of caterpillars in our ecosystem. This was the first of 3 webinars about pollinators. You can view the recording of this webinar and all past Forest Tour webinars on the Forest Tour YouTube channel. This webinar can be seen in the Growing Chatham newsletter as well. April 15th. Keep that date in mind. It's not tax day, but it is a She Farms Apex Farm Tour Day. 7 women-owned farms in Apex are opening their doors to visitors from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. on Saturday, April 15th, 2023. Participating farms include Farrell's Creek Farm, Jordan Lake Christmas Tree Farm, Pack House Farm, Sunstar Farm School, Jean's Neighborhood Market, Cloyer Family Vineyards, and Apex Flower Farm. Visitors will see freshly picked berries and flowers, produce, outdoor experiences, farm school, Christmas trees, vineyards, and more. You can visit the Growing Small Farms website for details and ticket information about the She Farms Apex Farm Tour. To access the links that Debbie shared with us this month, just visit go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 423. Here are some updates from North Carolina Cooperative Extension Agent Christina Britt. Here's a recap from the Shepherd Boot Camp that finished up on March 10th. This program was for beginning sheep and goat farmers and consisted of an online training and a demo day. Topics discussed and practiced were hoof trimming, lambing, kidding, terminology, fecal egg count testing, restraint halters and tying, ear tagging, and the FAMACHA, which is a system that aids in selective deworming, minimizing the use of dewormers, and slowing the rate of drug-resistant parasite population development. After the participants completed the online training, they attended a demo day on March 10th at North Carolina A&T Pavilion to learn more and practice the skills they learned. Coming up Saturday, April 15th, is the 2023 Wolfpack Roundup Sale at the E. Carroll Joyner Beef Education Unit, hosted by North Carolina State University Livestock Merchandising class. Starting at 10 a.m., there will be an educational program provided. Graduate students will provide research updates in forages, nutrition, small ruminants, and production. There will also be practical applications of genetic tools, plus cell updates and lot summary. At 12 o'clock, lunch will be provided. 1 p.m., the 10th annual Wolfpack Roundup Sale starts, selling approximately 25 head of cattle and 10 to 15 sheep and goats. Sale catalog will be posted online. You can access that link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Coming up April 13th from 6 until 8 p.m. is a pasture weed ID workshop at the Chatham County Agriculture and Conference Center. Joy Matt Jones and Christina Britt as they discuss weed ecology, dispersal, integrated weed management, and controls, and practice identifying live weed samples. This class offers 2 hours of D, N, O, or X pesticide credits. You must register by April 11th. You can find that registration link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. There will be a Producer Pasture Land Ecology webinar series coming in April. Why pasture land ecology? An understanding of pasture land ecology is critical when implementing an adaptive grazing management program. The faculty of the Amazing Grazing program will present an introduction to various management practices to all species of livestock, with a discussion of special management needs to horses and small ruminants. The topics that will be discussed during this webinar series is soil health, pasture evaluation and renovation, grazing management, power of one wire, pasture layout and design, plant growth and physiology, grazing systems for horses, grazing systems for small ruminants, grazing systems for beef cattle, and biological basis for soil health. This webinar series will be offered on April 5th, 12th, and 19th from 7 until 9 p.m. each night. You must register for this webinar. You can access that link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Save the date for May 5th, 2023 for the Women's Tractor and Truck Trailer Workshop, starting at 8:45 a.m. and running until 4:30 p.m. This workshop will be held at the Butner Beef Cattle Field Lab, 8800 Cassim Road in Bahama, North Carolina. This hands-on workshop for women will discuss tractor and truck trailer safety, awareness, and provide time for participants to operate equipment. Classroom and outside learning provided. Space is limited to 16, so register early. Lunch and snacks are provided. There is a restroom on site, safety item giveaways as well. The cost is $25 per person. Topics that will be discussed is tractor safety, rollover concerns, PTO safety issues, truck trailer assessment, tractor driving obstacle course, truck trailer driving obstacle course, gooseneck trailer, and bumper pull trailer. Much of the day will be outside, so please dress appropriately for the weather and wear closed-toe shoes. For any questions, you can contact Kim Woods at 336-599-1195 or 919-603-1350, or you can email Kim at kim_woods@ncsu.edu. Or you may contact April Schaefer at 606-407-2006. Or you can email April at April_Schaefer, SHAEFFER@ncsu.edu. You can find more details by clicking on the link in the growing Chatham newsletter. North Carolina eggs. Did you know the average North Carolinian consumes more than 250 eggs per year? Check out the video to learn more about eggs and their many uses in the growing Chatham newsletter by visiting go.ncsu.edu/growing Chatham 423. Here are some forestry updates from Dr. Ginger Cunningham, County Extension Director. Exercise caution when burning yard debris. The North Carolina Forest Service is urging residents to practice caution and prioritize safety when burning yard debris. Spring weather draws people outdoors to work in their yards, and many choose burning as a method to dispose of leaves and other yard debris. March through May can speak months for wildfire activity across the state, and fires left unattended can spread quickly. For those who choose to burn, the North Carolina Forest Service recommends the following tips. Consider alternatives to burning. Some types of debris, such as leaves, grass, stubble, may be of more value if they are not burned but used for mulch instead. Check local burning laws. Some communities allow burning only during specified hours. Others forbid it entirely. Make sure you have a valid permit. You can obtain a burn permit at any North Carolina Forest Service office or authorized permitting agent, or online at northcarolinaforestservice.gov/burn permit. Keep an eye on the weather. Don't burn on dry, windy days. Local fire officials can recommend a safe way to burn debris. Don't pile vegetation on the ground. Instead, place it in a cleared area and contain it in a screened receptacle away from overhead branches and wires. Household trash must be hauled away to a trash or recycling station. It is illegal to burn anything other than vegetative material. Be sure you are fully prepared before burning. To control the fire, you will need a hose, bucket, steel rake, and a shovel for tossing dirt on the fire. Keep a phone nearby too. Never use kerosene, gasoline, diesel fuel, or other flammable liquids to speed up debris burning. Stay with your fire until it's completely out. These same tips apply to campfires and grills as well. Douse burning charcoal or campfires thoroughly with water. Drown all embers, not just the red ones. When soaked, stir the coals and soak them again. Make sure everything is wet and that embers are cold to the touch. If you do not have water, mix enough dirt or sand with the embers to extinguish the fire. Being careful not to bury the fire. Never dump hot ashes or coals into a wooded area. In addition to these rules, a fire line should be plowed around the area to be burned when burning agricultural residue and forest land litter. Large fields should be separated into small plots for burning one at a time. Before any burning in a wooded area, contact your North Carolina Forestry Service County Ranger for technical advice on burning. You can learn more about fire safety and preventing wildfires and loss of property by clicking on the link in the growing Chatham newsletter. Information is also available about creating defensible space and a fire-resistant landscape around your home and property. You can access that link in the growing Chatham newsletter as well. Forestry and Natural Resources webinars coming up. New pests, new problems. Non-native insects are a major forest health threat across the U.S. These pests can easily be moved through infested materials, and due to global trade and travel, they continue to spread across the Southeast. Recently, 2 new pests have been found in North Carolina: the spotted lanternfly, discovered in June of 22, and the elm zigzag sawfly, which was discovered in August of 22. Both species originate from parts of Asia and can now be found in several states across the United States. Spotted lanternfly is a phloem feeder that causes damage to agricultural and ornamental plant species. Elm zigzag sawfly is a defoliator that targets elm species. What challenges will these invasive pests cause around the Southeast? In this webinar, Dr. Kelly Oten will discuss these new pests and the problems they may cause. This webinar is scheduled for April 26, 2023 at 1 p.m. You may register for the Forestry and Natural Resources webinar by clicking on the link in the growing Chatham newsletter. Have you missed a recent Woodland Stewards webinar? Well, in the spirit of tax season, perhaps you want to catch up on the Forest Tax webinar series. Watch on-demand webinars, including recent episodes centered on restoring oak and pine woodlands. You can access this link in the growing Chatham newsletter. Wildfire Risk Reduction Success Story, Anderson Creek Park, Harnett County, North Carolina. Visit the growing Chatham newsletter where you can watch North Carolina Forest Service Harnett County Ranger Burren Fulmer discusses wildfire activity, the local longleaf pine ecosystem, and the role prescribed fire has played in wildfire risk reduction and ecological restoration for Anderson Creek Park and the surrounding area. To view this video or to access the links that Ginger shared with us this month, just visit the Growing Chatham newsletter, go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 423. North Carolina Cooperative Extension Family and Consumer Sciences Agent Tara Gregory wants you to learn about food at your library. The North Carolina Cooperative Extension Chatham County Center and the Chatham County Public Libraries are working together to offer nutrition-based programs. Here are the scheduled classes with Family and Consumer Sciences Agent and Registered Dietitian Tara Gregory. Raising Good Eaters, Nutrition Strategies for Young Children. Coming up Thursday, April 20th at 11 a.m. at the Golston Public Library. This class will also be offered at Wren Memorial Library on Friday, April 21st at 10:30 a.m. Tara returns in May with another program, Local Foods and How to Prepare Them. You can find her at the Wren Memorial Library on Monday, May 15th at 5:30 p.m. and then at the Golston Public Library on Wednesday, May 17th at 12 p.m. Tara returns in June to the Wren Memorial Library on Thursday, June 15th at 10:30 a.m. with her program, Healthy Eating on a Budget. Then Thursday, June 29th at 12:30 p.m., you can find Tara at the Chatham Community Library with her series, Raising Good Eaters, Nutrition Strategies for Young Children. These classes are made possible by a food literacy grant from the State Library of North Carolina and in partnership with Chatham County Public Libraries. The Chatham County Public Health Department is also offering a variety of classes about food through June 2023 as well. So please see the library's websites and Facebook groups for more details. You can find links to those pages in the Growing Chatham newsletter. It's that time of year again. Home food preservation classes. Have you ever wanted to learn how to preserve your abundance of fruits and vegetables? Just interested in food preservation as a hobby? Either way, we've got you covered. Starting in April, North Carolina Cooperative Extension will have a variety of home food preservation classes available to you. A team of family and consumer sciences agents from our region have teamed up to offer a series of free online home food preservation classes covering the following topics: introduction to canning, water bath canning, pressure canning, freezing, sweet spreads, and fermentation. In the time frames between these online classes that are being offered, Family and Consumer Sciences agents Tara Gregory and Elisa Phillips from Alamance County will be offering hands-on workshops for beginners in Alamance and Chatham counties that correspond to the online classes. We encourage you to attend the corresponding online classes if you plan to attend an in-person workshop. Just visit the Growing Chatham Chatham newsletter to check out the Preserve Food at Home 2023 classes. For more details, you can contact Tara Gregory. Her contact information is located in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Join Family Consumer Sciences agent Tara Gregory and livestock agent Christina Britt at the Little Way Farm for their Meet Your Farmer event, a farm tour and cooking demo coming up April 15th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at 5778 Siler City, Snow Camp Road, Siler City, North Carolina. Join us for a day of learning about supporting local farms, farming practices, cooking, meat suite, and more. Participants will receive a $15 coupon to use on products from Little Way Farm. Tara will be providing a cooking demonstration during the event, so register by April 13th. The link is available in the Growing Chatham newsletter. So come on, meet your farmer at the Little Way Farm on April 15th. Challenges of adjusting and living on a fixed income is coming up. Adjusting to a fixed income when circumstances change. Tips and strategies. Join Family and Consumer Sciences agents Shamika Battle from Guilford County and Sonia Patterson from Caswell County as they guide you through the challenges of adjusting and living on a fixed income. You can register by accessing the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Just visit go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 423. From Brandy King, County Extension Administrative Assistant, did you know April is Financial Literacy Month? Financial Literacy Month is meant to be an educational experience and a personal challenge. It is an excellent time to take a moment to look over your finances and find ways to improve one's financial knowledge. It is also a time for us to take a good look at our finances and reflect on the state that our personal finances are in and try to find ways to improve them. It is never too late to learn about saving and improving your financial situation. One of the goals of the National Financial Literacy Month is to encourage people to find the weakness in their financial plan and find ways to improve them for the future. Develop budgets, increase financial knowledge, and learn about saving programs. There are just a few different ways to improve their finances. A few topics to reflect on: identifying needs versus wants, tracking spending habits, exploring checking and savings accounts, creating a budget and savings plan, exploring the true cost of credit card use, critically thinking about media and advertising and marketing and financial promotions. Take advantage of free resources to increase your financial literacy. Visit the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation's Money Smart Financial Education Program. The link is available in the Growing Chatham newsletter. My Money is another resource link that's available. These programs can help you enhance your financial skills through interactive games, podcasts, and game-based learning with separate tracks for adults and teenagers. It's that time again. We are going back to 1979. 4-H, You Light Up My Life, and the Bloodmobile. What did all of these have in common? Do you remember 1979? Debbie Boone's 1977 hit song, You Light Up My Life, was still a popular song 2 years later. On April 26, 1979, the song was performed live, but not by Debbie Boone, by Helen and Deanne White. They performed their version of this song during the annual 4-H talent show. What was so special about this song? Not only was it still popular, the 4-Hers were also kicking off their Red Cross Bloodmobile event. What better way to light up my life or someone else's life by donating blood? That's exactly what these 4-Hers did. These kids planned and promoted the Red Cross Bloodmobile blood drive throughout the month of May. But did anyone donate blood? Let's follow the Bloodmobile timeline for the outcome. On April 26th, during the annual talent show, 4-Her Jane Harmon spoke about volunteering to give blood. From the May 10, 1979 edition of the Chatham Record, there was a press release announcing the event. 4-Hers to sponsor Bloodmobile. Members of the 4-H Club held a planning session last Wednesday in Pittsburgh to begin preparation for the Bloodmobile, which the 4-Hers will sponsor on Monday, June 4th. It was decided at the meeting that the Bloodmobile will be at the auditorium of the Agriculture Building in Pittsburgh from 2 until 6 p.m. that day. Larry Hulsman, a Red Cross specialist, provided the information needed for the meeting. Committee chairpersons were assigned. Other things were discussed and how to publicize the visit. Also, the group was informed of the age requirement. Only persons between 17 and 65 years old may give blood. The meeting was adjourned after viewing a film on blood. Chatham County 4-H Demonstration Day focused on their Bloodmobile event. The youth are encouraged to ask friends and family to donate blood and to spread the word throughout the community. Chatham County 4-H clubs hold Demonstration Day from the Chatham Record, May 24th, 1979. Chatham County 4-H members and leaders are cooperating with the Red Cross to sponsor the Bloodmobile's visit on June 4th at the Agriculture Building Auditorium in Pittsburgh. Helen White, Chatham County 4-H Blood Drive Publicity Chairman, says 4-Hers and leaders will promote and assist with the drive. They will encourage friends and neighbors to give blood. They will also help at the visit. Red Cross officials report that persons interested between the ages of 17 and 66 in good health and weighing over 110 pounds can give blood. Donors can give blood every 8 weeks. June 4th, 1979, the day had arrived, the day of the Bloodmobile event. The 4-Hers had a successful event with 50 people donating blood. Bloodmobile is statewide 4-H project from the Chatham Record, June 14th, 1979 edition. 4-H members across North Carolina have taken as their 1978-79 state project promotion of Red Cross Bloodmobile drives to increase blood donation. Chatham County 4-H members cooperated in this project in a big way, sponsoring a Bloodmobile in Pittsburgh on June 4th. 4-H members in the county were responsible for publicity, providing refreshments, telephoning donors, recruiting donors, and working at the Bloodmobile. As a result of their work, the number of pints collected at this Pittsburgh visit increased to 41. Chatham County 4-H members are grateful to all 50 people who visited the Bloodmobile on June 4th and to all volunteers who helped make the visit a success. Visit the Growing Chatham newsletter to check out the photos. And don't miss the photo of the American Red Cross Bloodmobile. It's actually a van and a station wagon. You can't miss these hot rods. From our community partners, the Chatham County Council on Aging is sponsoring an income tax assistance from the IRS that offers free tax return preparation for those who qualify. Services are offered in Pittsburgh and Siler City. For more information, you can contact Linda Swam via email at linda.swam, SAUM, at chathamcountync.gov or by phone at 919-542-4512. Friends of the Chatham Community Library book sale is happening today, but today is the final day, so head out to the Chatham Community Library to purchase those books. You can find out more by clicking on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. That's a wrap for this month. I'll be back in May with more updates from North Carolina Cooperative Extension. Don't forget to check out the Growing Chatham newsletter by visiting go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 423. I'm Tiffany Hancock for North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Center. Have a great April.